All right, people. So, I would just like to talk about not only I would like to talk about how my life and life's mission is cursed. My life and my life's mission. My life is basically dedicated to one thing. All right. And as corny as it may sound, my life is dedicated to wiping evil off the face of the earth. And it's not like, that's something that's just not going to happen. It's not like that's something that is so far beyond the realm of possibility that I shouldn't even think about it. Okay, it says this is going to happen in the Bible. And I want to be one of the ones who's doing this, who's actively one of the, people that's leading this destruction of evil campaign. Which is the reason why so many of us are here. That's why so many of us draw breath. That's why so many of us are who we are. It was a long time coming for this. And on the flip side, this is the end of the devil. This is the end of Satan. This is the end of their reign. And a lot of people don't want that. A lot of people are more comfortable worshiping Satan and at least following Satan's orders, maybe not worshiping him, but they're more comfortable following Satan's orders than following God's orders. And they don't want God to be in control. They're fine with Satan being in control because I guess they know they failed God. And so, every aspect of my life it seems like has been cursed, has been hexed. And people want to say, oh, well, you're drawing that on yourself. You just saying that is drawing it on yourself. Okay. And it's just, it's so lonely for me to sit here and be the only person who, really believes the shit I believe and, is really willing to go forward with this. And, around every corner, Satan is waiting. Satan is so heavily plotting against me, and I have nobody other than God. This is why I'm going to win, but I have nobody really, openly supporting me. Not that I care. Not that this is a video that's me whining. This is just telling y'all what the fuck it is. This is how things go. So everything, my friends, my family, they've all been sabotaged. People that don't like me, people that hate me because I'm beautiful, basically. Have chosen to treat me, how Italian gangsters treat their enemies. Keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. And these pieces of shit, if you ask them who their best friend was, they'd probably say me, even though deep down, they're against me. And they have been for quite some time. In their past lives, they were against me. Well, they were against Jesus. And in their current life, as much as they want to fake and front, deep down, yeah. So there's two people that really, really, really deeply stabbed me in the back recently. As well as this bitch on the internet, Evil Reflection. And it's all just I don't know if it was a coordinated effort to make me want to give up, to make me feel like I don't have any impact and make me feel like what I'm doing is pointless, which it is to a large degree. But I'm not doing this for people. I'm doing this for God and trying to stand up on His behalf. And, whatever happens, happens. I'm fine with whatever happens, even complete failure, because I fucking tried and the whole world's against me. It really is. I mean, most everybody is against me, whether they know it or not. And Satan will subliminally control your ass to being against me a lot of the times, even if you don't even think you are. It's me. I'm the one. It makes me sound like an insane lunatic. It makes me sound like an insane lunatic saying I think I'll defeat Satan. It makes me an insane lunatic saying I think I'm Michael, even though I look exactly like, the artwork that is associated with him. All this shit is just, it's more going against me. It makes me look like a lunatic saying, hey, a lot of this sick shit going on, it isn't human. It's not, even if humans are doing it, it's being like, they've been conditioned into this shit by some other non-human forces. And that makes me a lunatic. And, I'm fine with all that shit. I'm fine with everything, that's happened so far. But I want to say this for y'all, the less help that I get, the uglier this shit is going to be. It's going to happen. It's going to work. It's like, it's like a lot of things, something has to be done. It's going to get done. Now the question is, how well is it going to get done? Is it going to be patchwork, bullshit, a Frankenstein type machine, like just, I gotta fucking, I gotta somehow magically make this shit work? It's not gonna be, it's not gonna be like mankind is gonna come together over some shit. Mankind is beaten for the most part. It has been beaten for the most part. All you have left is the people who aren't beaten. And for some reason, it's more important forever for Satan to beat them, because I feel like if he can't beat them this time, this is it. This is his last chance to beat him. This shit can't just keep going on like this. And yeah, some of these people out here are already so fucking beat. They're already so deep in his pocket. From their past lives, he just owns them, and you can see it. You're gonna be able to tell, whether from how they look, how they act. You know what I'm saying? The shit that comes out of their mouth, whatever. You're gonna tell. You can easily tell now a lot of times that who belongs to who. It was harder to tell before. But in 2019, it should become pretty apparent. Who's really working for the devil and who's working for God. If it hasn't become apparent for you yet, hopefully it'll become apparent for you soon. I think it's happening in my life, and I kind of got fucked over by these two people, but it was worth every penny, because I was gonna move on, thinking they were cool and thinking we could make moves in the future. But now I can just cut them off. I can cut off so many people, and it's sad. It's sad for the world that it's going to have to be like this. That it's not going to be, some beautiful unification of mankind's most loyal soldiers of God or something. It's just not. It's not going to go down like that. It's not going to go down the way I wanted it to. It's not going to be able to go down with me lurking in the background, lurking in the shadows, and being able to work behind other people. I think that would be the best way I could do it. But nobody wants to be Neo. Nobody wants to. I don't blame. I don't blame motherfuckers for not wanting to do this shit. This is the biggest shit ever. It's the biggest thing ever after the life of Jesus Christ. This is it. Could be even bigger than the creation of everything. The destruction of evil that's promised to us. You ask God right now if it's going to happen. And see how you feel. See what type of response you get. How bloody is it going to be? How dark is it going to be? That's up to all the people who, that's up to everybody else. The more people involved, the more positive this destruction of evil is going to be. The less people involved, the more dark and fucking just the more evil it's gonna be. Like I don't know. We'll see. Somehow this shit has to be done. Somehow somebody needs to fucking do something. And I got a plan. I already planned. I was already like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it all myself. And I had it planned to a certain extent of what I was gonna do. And that was before I knew who Jesus Christ really was, before I knew what his plans were, and what the Bible's plans were. And the Bible says, hey, it's going to be a group effort, basically. Which it probably would have to be. I mean, But yeah, it's going to be a group effort to cleanse this world. But the more time goes on, the more I'm just like, I don't know. There's no reinforcements, like, really, for this shit. And no hope of any. I don't see yeah. It's just, it is what it is. It's ugly as fuck. It's horrific. And it's just going to take a straight up miracle. It's just going to... it's going to take some very drastic fucking measures. It's going to happen. Who's going to be left, though, afterwards? How many people can we actually save? How many people actually have a bulletproof, indestructible relationship with God?